Xfinity and the Justival Comedy Festival present Who's Laughing Now? Who's Laughing Now is brought to you by Amata Smarter Office Solutions. Find your virtual office solution at amataoffices.com.
How does it work when you use our address for your own business purposes? It's pretty simple. You're going to use one of our addresses. We've got great prestigious locations downtown in the city of Chicago, whether it's Michigan Avenue, Clark Street, or LaSalle Street. You've got the opportunity to use that as your mailing address. It's going to be on your website. We'll give you the image to put on your website. Everything looks as though you're on the 47th floor on Clark Street or the 28th floor on Michigan Avenue. Your mail is received by us. Packages are signed for. You can work remotely knowing that we're going to take care of that end. You can either come in and pick up your packages or your mail each week, or we can mail that out to you. You simply pay the cost of postage for us to send it forward. It's pretty simple. You've got the image and the prestige that you've wanted. You're still working from home. All of that for as little as $49.95 a month at Amata Office Solutions.
Do we only provide temporary office space? No, we do not. All right? We have the ability to take an individual that is sitting at home and finally decides to start a business, probably working on a kitchen table. We can take them from that level to a full-service part-time office, used as they need it, when they need it, with all the amenities of a full-service office. We can then move them into a full-time real office once their needs change and their cash flow improves and they want a permanent 24/7 office, right to their own traditional commercial space. We can take it from the part-time office to the full-time office, and as many as they want, long-term or short-term, to a point when they get too large and they want their own space, with their own name on the door and everything else, we can take them to traditional space and move them right in through the whole process and let them take their phone number, let them take their communication system with them. We can even answer all the phones for them when they leave in their own traditional space. So we take care of the non-core business for them. They focus on the core.
Part of the Justival Comedy Festival, Who's Laughing Now, is taped live at the historic Royal Theater in Danville, Indiana.
It's been coming for some time. The digital age is upon us. We currently play 35mm film. That technology has remained largely unchanged since the beginning of movies. But now everything is becoming digital. And soon, probably by the end of 2013, there will be no more 35mm film for us to play. So we need to convert to digital projection equipment in order to stay viable. So we are trying to raise quite a large sum of money in order to make that conversion and make a smooth and seamless transition from 35mm to the digital age. Well, I think it's big stuff to have a live television event filmed. It's the first time, to my knowledge, that such a thing has been done here at the Royal Theater, so I think that that's fun for the community. They like to become involved in many different things here, so I think it'll be fun for the people to come and see the show and see how it works, and also to raise awareness to our situation, that we're here, that we are open, that we're family friendly, we have low prices, we play movies, we do events, and we're hoping to, the more people that we bring in and the more types of events we do, just raise the awareness and bring in more people to our doors, which helps us stay open and continue to serve Danville and the larger community here.
What inspired me to be a stand-up comic was getting laughs from a very early age from all my relatives, and I was doted on because I was the first grandchild in a big family, and so all my aunts were always around, and I loved to make them laugh. And then in school, I started getting laughs in school, and it was like a drug. It was just, it's addicting. And I don't think you choose to be a stand-up as much as stand-up chooses you, and that's the way I felt. I was pretty late in life when I got into it, actually, but I was missing it my early life. And when I got a shot at it when I was about 30 years old, would you believe, I grabbed it, and I have loved every minute of it. It's, obviously it can be rough sometimes, but it's worth it. Well, I was in a comedy team, by the way, for 30 years, and I did the Tonight Show with my partner, Jamie. Mack and Jamie was the team. And back then, in early 80s, the Tonight Show was the holy grail. So that's what every comedian was going for. And that's why I'm clean to this day, because when we started, there was no reason to work on anything that was blue because you couldn't put it on the Tonight Show anyway, so why work on it? Yeah. And so we pounded and pounded and pounded, and finally we got in. The booker for the Tonight Show saw us a couple of times. We had a couple of conversations, and oh boy, we were praying and praying, please, can we do it? And people asked, were you afraid when they opened the curtain? I couldn't wait. I was back there going, come on, let me on there. I'd called everybody I was ever related to and acquainted with and said, please watch, so I had to go on. It was great. I like to call myself the funniest two-time cancer survivor in the country. And first time I had cancer, I had testicular cancer, and I lost a testicle. Second time I had cancer, I had a melanoma on the back of my eyeball, and I lost the vision in this one. So I am having no luck at all with these round organs. I have no more to give up. But one thing that I do a lot of and really enjoy, there are cancer survival celebrations all across the country. There's even a national week of celebration. And I get asked to speak at a lot of these things, and boy, what a kick that is, to just get up and make people who really need a laugh just laugh till they hurt and then come up to me and tell me their stories after. It's fun. Wow, my style is not dry, I can say that. There are monologists who basically tell jokes in the same, and there are people like on the other extreme, like Robin Williams and others who do characters and all that. I'm kind of in between. I break into character, I sing, I do fun stuff that is more presentational than just a joke. And I got a lot of experience, and so I know which buttons to push, and I love to conduct that orchestra. I just love to have fun with them, and they like me most of the time. It's a lot of fun. Hi, I'm Mack Dryden, and you're watching Who's Laughing Now?
Put your hands together. Welcome to the stage, Mack Dryden, everyone.
Thank you for that incredible introduction. Oh, boy. It's great to be here. Thank you. It is wonderful to be here in Central Indiana. I grew up in Mississippi, and one reason I love to get up here is that you can get your heart blessed around here, just like I could when I was growing up. I love that. They didn't bring that coffee to you yet, honey. Well, bless your heart. You was standing in the wrong line that whole time. Well, bless your heart. I lived in L.A. for a long time. That's a no-blessing zone, folks. Bless the heart, go to jail out there. But around here, it's great. You can say anything about anybody as long as you tag it with that. You know? Poor thing, he ain't got the sense. God give a mud turtle. Bless his heart. Ugly as a fuzzy-headed bullfrog. Bless his heart. I hope they get that child some braces. She could eat watermelon through a picket fence. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Sweet. Great to be in the heartland. I've been traveling too. I just got back from San Antonio, Texas. That's a neat town. Got the river walk and all that stuff. And I was working big corporation, annual meeting and all, so they put us up in this great fancy hotel. Tell you how fancy it was. I walked into my room. There's a $7 bottle of water in my room for my convenience. And I'm thinking that must be a real hassle for them, keeping up with the accounting and everything. So for their convenience, I drank mine and filled it back up in the sink. Yeah, $7 for a beverage. If I don't get a buzz, I ain't paying. I'm sorry. And the free stuff in those fancy hotels is unbelievable. They get soap and shampoo and bath gel and all that stuff. You put it in your suitcase, they'll bring you some more the next day. I couldn't believe all the stuff I got in my suitcase. Blow dryer, a clock radio, a little coffee pot. It was great. I didn't put the magnifying mirror in there because I thought it'd put me over the weight limit for my luggage, but I didn't like that thing anyway. Magnifying mirror's fine for you ladies with your smooth faces, you know. For us guys, that is just too much information. We're just whiskers and pores. I looked into that thing at 7 o'clock in the morning. The sky looked like a colander with nose hair. It was horrible. Here's a tip, though, guys. If you get out of the shower and just walk over to that thing, it will boost your self-esteem, let me tell you. Where's my Speedo, honey? few months back, I was down in Mississippi at a big family reunion, and a cousin of mine came up to me, and she had been doing some work on our family tree, you know, genealogy and all that. She said, Mac, do you realize that you are 164th Choctaw Indian? I thought that was pretty interesting, you know, so I did some research on the culture and the history of my people. And I found it fascinating, but I found it also hardly ever comes up in the conversation, you know, so I kind of have to bring it up myself. Like I fly a lot, and I might be on a plane for a couple of boring hours, you know, and just to break the ice, I might turn to the person sitting next to me and say something like, hey, 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 they're always real surprised because I don't look Choctaw at all. I've tried wearing more paint, you know, and feathers, stuff, but then you just get weird guys asking you strange questions, you know, stuff like, would you like to dance? Stuff like that. Anyway. It's nice to just kick back and laugh and have a good time. There's so much turmoil in the world. It's awful. And the Middle East is going crazy. Never any good news out of there, except we got a little bit of good news when they got Osama bin Laden. That was a pretty good day. Yeah. I know we're not supposed to celebrate the loss of human life, so I'm not going to say a thing. But I'm thinking that night, the phone lines must have just been burning up in Pakistan, don't you think? Salama? Yes. Yes, Halama. Hello, Halama. Why the drama? They got Osama. They got Osama. They got Osama. Who got Osama? Obama? Obama got Osama? Your mama. So now, the most wanted terrorist in the world is a guy by the name of Ayman al-Zawahiri, and I got to think he just can't be too crazy about that promotion. What do you think? Think his insurance went up a little bit? Holy Jihad Mutual of Islamabad, how may I help you? Mr. al-Zawahiri, yes. Why did your premiums go through the roof? Because we are thinking something else will be coming through your roof very soon. We are putting our money on SEAL Team 6, yes. Is that the helicopter? Just joking. Yeah. Yes, I have that information for you right here. Your life expectancy is approximately 10, 9, 8. Oh, you should get some senses of humor, Mr. Penn. They just bad boys over there, those guys. Man, they don't mess around. How about when they caught, in Libya, they caught Muammar Gaddafi. They didn't want any long, drawn-out trial. Didn't want him getting off on a technicality, did they? They do things a little differently over there. Over there, it's like, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to legal counsel. Is this your legal counsel? All right, we're going to take a short break, recess, and then I will consider your appeal. Yeah, good luck with that one, pal. Oh, man, I hope they get things worked out over there so our gas prices might go down a little bit. I never thought I would cheer when I saw gas below 3 1/4. My God. Just, oh, look, honey, it's under 3.24. Please, oh, Lord, have mercy. But I talk about my honey, my sweetie. I just got my 17th wedding anniversary just the other day, and I was thrilled with that because I've got my final wife now. And I had a practice wife. But we were driving around the other day, and I had to get some gas. That's why it reminded me. And I go in there, and I grab a couple of snacks and something else, you know, and put a 20 on the counter. And the guy gave me my change, and I looked at it. It didn't look right. I put it on the counter, and I counted it again. Sure enough, he had shorted me by $5. I'm thinking, you know, for 200 years, this is the way we've been treated by the white man. I said, it embarrasses my children. Whining lizard, sulking duck, texting moose. Kind of annoys my wife, too, screeching badger. She gets a little, no. Love her very much. She's very sweet. It's amazing. It's amazing men and women can stay together at all, though. We're so different. It's amazing. For example, we have a dog that we just love. Anybody got a dog? You just love that dog. Yeah. Dog never holds a grudge, always happy to see you, you know. And you talk to the dog, too, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. That dog does not speak English. But you talk to it anyway. And my wife and I both talk to the dog. We just talk to her very differently. We talk to her like, I mean, I just might say, come here, Kiko, come here, good girl, atta girl, come over here. You want a chicken liver? Don't tell Mama you licking it off my plate, okay? Atta girl, go get that Jehovah's Witness. Good girl, that's it. That's about it. That's all I say. My wife has these long, involved conversations with the dog, interrogates the dog. Are you hungry? Why didn't you eat what's in your bowl? I'm not giving you any more new food until you eat what's in your bowl, Kiko. I'm tired of throwing away good food. It's expensive and wasteful. Do you understand? Are you waiting for chicken parts? You had chicken parts this morning. You can't have any more chicken parts. You're a dog, you're going to eat dog food. No more chicken parts. You understand? And, you know, it can cause a problem sometimes because she never tells me when she's going to be talking to the dog. I'll be in another room. It's like, get in here. Get down. Would you like a treat? Sometimes we'll get in a fuss. You know, I'll be in there watching a game. And okay, my brain's kind of soaked in beer and testosterone and everything. I might not hear every syllable, you know. But I'll be sitting there kind of steamed. It's like, why can't I have any chicken parts? Just what I'm in the mood for now that you mentioned it. A big old juicy chicken part sandwich. I bought the darn chicken parts. Think I can have some? She's laughing. Says that she's talking to the dog, and then I have to go make a darn chicken part sandwich. So. This is great. We got such a great age range out here. All ranges. How many people remember when a passenger side airbag was your mother-in-law? Remember when a room deodorizer was just a box of matches on the back of the toilet? You know, when I was a kid, if you wanted to see a purple-haired woman covered in tattoos with a pierced tongue, you had to buy a ticket. Now you just walk into Starbucks, and there she is behind the counter with that spark plug stuck through her tongue, you know? I always make them say something complicated so she might chip a tooth. Double grande frappuccino, pa-ping, you know. Anybody remember 45 records? My parents bought me one of those plastic record players when I was a kid and a record. And I played that thing so many times I learned my first song all the way through. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the lay, where seldom is heard a discurt, a discurt, a discurt, a discurt, and the skies are a home, home. Is heard a discurt outie all day, a. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You're a joy. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Who's Laughing Now? The Justival Comedy Festival are multiple-day events held in cities across the country, created to offer unique opportunities for wannabe comics and professional comedians, to raise funds for charity, and to provide programming for our on-demand stand-up comedy series, Who's Laughing Now? Find us on Facebook, get details, register and buy merchandise at www.thejustival.com.